Hello there, friends of chemistry. This is the test for Module 3. I'll be doing the questions 1 through 7 here at my desk, and then the remainder at the chalkboard. Number 1, if a substance can be decomposed, is it an element or a compound? If it can be decomposed, it's a compound because it will be made up of molecules of more than one element. Number 2, if a substance can conduct electricity when dissolved in water, what do we classify it as? If a substance can conduct electricity when dissolved in water, we say that it is ionic. And ionic compounds are compounds that contain metal, right? Number 3, state the law of definite proportions in your own words. I would say that compounds always contain the same proportion of elements, something like that. Yeah, they say in the answer key, a compound is always made up with the same proportion of its elements. And that sounds fairly similar to what I would say in my own words. I hope you share them as well. Number 4. A chemist does 2 experiments. In one experiment, he finds that 14.0 grams of nitrogen combined with 16.0 grams of oxygen to make 30.0 grams of a compound he calls compound A. In another experiment, the chemist finds that 48.0 grams of oxygen combined with 42.0 grams of nitrogen to make 90.0 grams of a compound he calls compound B. The chemist states that the law of definite proportions tells him that compound A and compound B are 2 completely different compounds. Why is he wrong? Okay. They are the same proportions. They're just the compound B has 3 times as many of them. Right? So if you take 14 and you compare it to 42, right? It's 14 times 3 is 42. And if you take 16 and compare it with 48, well, 16 times 3 is 48. And if you take 30 and you compare it with 90, well, you'll also find 30 times 3 gives you 90. So they are in the same proportion. There's just 3 times as many, 3 times as much of them. Okay, number 5. A substance is seen to be brittle and to not conduct electricity. Is it most likely a metal or a non-metal? Well, metals have, they bend, they have luster, and they conduct electricity. So this is a non-metal. Number 6, which theory of matter do scientists believe today? The discontinuous theory of matter or the continuous theory of matter? Well, they believe the discontinuous theory of matter, which says that not everything is, there are little packets inside all of matter which are different than what you see. It's not all the same. Number 7, all scientists today believe that atoms do in fact exist. Has their existence been proven? And the text would like you to say no, it has not been proven. We have much inference about the existence of atoms. We can model them and picture them, but the pictures are not actual pictures. They are created from data that are collected. They're too small for us to picture because of the nature of light. So we certainly believe in the existence of atoms. Okay, so the rest of the questions I'll do in a separate video. Let me know if you have any questions.